we are diving straight into the action with the Boston Celtics. President of Basketball Operations, Brad Stevens laid out his unfiltered thoughts after the playoff exit, revealing exactly what the team needs to fix. Stevens is calling for a major roster overhaul, and we break down the 5 critical takeaways from his end-of-season conference that will redefine the Celtics' future this offseason.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, the trade rumors are absolutely exploding around the Celtics. NBA insider Brian Windhorst is weighing in on a blockbuster potential deal. Could a trade involving Jaylen Brown and Giannis Antetokounmpo actually make sense for both superstars? We explore the logic behind this major speculation and what it means for the team's direction. Now we turn to the core of the team dynamic. Draymond Green has weighed in on the future of the Celtics stars, specifically questioning if the Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum era is truly over. Green shares his perspective on the team's recent success and what the path forward looks like for Brown and Tatum. And finally, we look at the big picture. We examine Brad Stevens' candid admission about the Celtics' playoff shortcomings and the pressure they are under heading into the next season. Don't miss out on the full analysis. Stay with us for more breaking news. Noi Dung Kai Tight. Following the Celtics' playoff exit, President of Basketball Operations, Brad Stevens held a lengthy post-season press conference, emphasizing a clear mandate for roster additions as the team looks toward the offseason. Stevens stated unequivocally that despite achieving a 56-win regular season, the Celtics were not competitive against top-tier NBA teams, necessitating a priority shift toward acquiring new talent. And one of the central criticisms addressed was the team's interior scoring. Stevens pointed to head coach Joe Mazzulla's reliance on three-point shooting, noting that Boston attempted 7 more threes per game than other teams during the opening round, while only converting 33.7% of those attempts. Stevens felt the team struggled to generate quality looks against Philadelphia, suggesting a need to improve impact at the rim. And frontcourt deficiencies were highlighted as a major area for improvement. Issues included starting center Neemias Queta's foul trouble and backup Nikola Vucevic's absence in Game 7. Stevens stressed that improving this group, which had seen significant departures last summer, is an off-season imperative, especially since Vucevic is the team's only unrestricted free agent. And Stevens acknowledged that the team overachieved relative to internal expectations, but anticipates tougher competition in the 2026-27 season due to fewer teams likely tanking for draft positioning. He expressed frustration regarding the playoff performance, lamenting the lack of experience or readiness to compete in high-stakes moments. In discussions regarding team morale, Stevens reported that he had not heard similar frustrations from long-tenured player Jaylen Brown, despite comments from Tracy McGrady suggesting underlying organizational frustration within the Celtics. Stevens confirmed he remained available to listen to any feedback from players across the roster. And regarding Jason Tatum's status, Stevens detailed the reasoning behind ruling him out for Game 7 against the 76ers. He cited concerns over left knee stiffness, observed during a workout, and noted that the decision was made to be cautious, attributing it to the tendency to overcompensate after injuries. Stevens also pointed to a pattern in the team's recent playoff history, noting that losses to lower-seeded teams, especially when the team slowed down, proved detrimental against elite athletes. And finally, Stevens highlighted the emergence of young talent, specifically praising rookie Hugo Gonzalez as a critical piece whose athleticism can succeed in big games, noting he is one of the strongest players on the team pound for pound. NBA trade rumors are intensifying as the Boston Celtics navigate their offseason, with speculation mounting around a potential blockbuster deal involving star players. The primary rumor gaining traction involves trading Jaylen Brown for Giannis Antetokounmpo, driven by perceived dissatisfaction from both superstars regarding their current team situations. Antetokounmpo is reportedly seeking a championship opportunity while still in his prime, whereas Brown may be looking for a chance to lead his own franchise following his performance in Jayson Tatum's absence this season. NBA insider Brian Windhorst has weighed in, suggesting that a swap of these superstars could be mutually beneficial. Windhorst stated that the trade makes sense for Milwaukee Bucks, noting that the team is closely monitoring the situation and would be prepared to approach Boston. He characterized the potential trade as straightforward, adding, "It's extraordinarily simple. Of course it makes sense. This is all gonna take care of itself." Windhorst further elaborated on the potential timeline, indicating that Jaylen Brown will be eligible for a contract extension in July. If Brown is content with his situation and wishes to remain with the Celtics, a new contract is likely. However, if he is not satisfied, Windhorst suggested that the Celtics should explore trading him. The report notes that Brown has sent mixed signals regarding his feelings about Boston, raising hopes that by the summer, he will have a clearer vision for his future career path. The Boston Celtics offseason is already marked by intense trade speculation, with rumors swirling around a potential blockbuster move involving star players. A primary focus of these discussions is the potential trade of Jaylen Brown to Giannis Antetokounmpo. This speculation is fueled by the perceived dissatisfaction of both superstars with their current circumstances. Antetokounmpo is reportedly seeking a team where he can compete for a championship while still in his prime, whereas Brown may be looking for an opportunity to lead his own franchise. NBA insider Brian Windhorst has weighed in, suggesting that such a superstar swap could be mutually beneficial. Windhorst stated that the trade makes sense for both parties, adding, "It's extraordinarily simple. Of course it makes sense. This is all gonna take care of itself." Windhorst elaborated on the timeline, noting that Jaylen Brown is eligible for a contract extension in July. If Brown is content to remain with the Celtics, a new deal is likely. However, if he is not satisfied, Windhorst indicated that the Celtics should actively explore trading him. Brown has sent mixed signals regarding his feelings about Boston, and the hope is that by the summer, he will have a clearer vision for his next career move. This trade scenario highlights the high stakes and shifting dynamics within the Celtics organization as they navigate their future. Golden State Warriors veteran Draymond Green has weighed in on the future of the Boston Celtics following the surprising exit of Jaylen Brown in the first round of the 2026 NBA Eastern Conference playoffs. Speaking on his eponymous podcast, Green discussed the potential future of the Celtics, specifically questioning whether the team should consider splitting stars Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown this offseason due to concerns about on-court chemistry. Green was notably reserved regarding the idea of breaking up the duo, suggesting that the current dynamic remains viable. When pressed on the future trajectory of the Boston team, Green asked the pivotal question, "What's next for this Boston team? Is it the end of the Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum era?" Green countered this notion, asserting that he does not believe the era is over. He pointed to recent team success, highlighting the positive results achieved when Jayson Tatum was absent for much of the season. Green cited the team's subsequent resurgence upon Tatum's return, noting the success they achieved, which ultimately allowed them to establish a 3-1 lead. While acknowledging that the team squandered that lead, Green concluded by stating that they achieved their desired position.